This is the project that I've been waiting for but did not want to start with. This car was abandoned and used as a spare parts car. As one of those petrol heads, I could not resist a good bargain. Somebody bought this car to rebuild it but never did, so I bought it from him and decided to rebuild it myself. Sometimes when I look at it, I think I was out of my mind. This car is going to be a killer. What you're actually looking at, you're looking at a 6,500 Rand car. Tell me in the comment section, would you buy this for 6,000 or would you rather spend your money and eat your money and enjoy it? I still think this is one of the cheapest car in the country, and here's why. This, this, and all of this. As you saw from the previous video, I fitted the Runnex wheels, and these ones are the Velocity rims. And right now it's about to get cold because there is no sun. The sun is not out and it looks like it's going to be throwing down. Let me go grab my jacket and fit the new wheels. Kinda. I got my jacket on and these are the wheels. This side the wheel is on, but we're missing the brake disc. I guess we'll do that on the later date. And here in the rear we cannot fit the wheel because of this wobbliness. It's because the shock, it doesn't have the mount, but I got a solution for that because I just bought a mount for it. This was not supposed to come out with the rest of the shock, and this was not supposed to snap. The e-brake has been cut off, and here's the solution. Let's start with the spring, then the mount on the shock. Now that the shock and the mount are on, it's time to put it back on the vehicle. This mount 3 holes at the top, 2 holes for 2 bolts. To get the 3 bolts in, we need to remove the rear seat, and under here are those 3 holes where the mount should go. Shock and the rim are back on the car. In the rear, it looks so tucked in, and at the front, I can even fit my whole hand in. Real reason for it being tucked in the back like that is because of the engine block is in the boot, and in the front there is no engine, so that's the reason why it's so high at the front and it is so low at the back. So right now I'm going to start by removing the fenders, then remove the bonnet and remove the bumper and the headlights and everything at the front. The fenders, the bumpers, the light, the grill is off. The car looks ridiculous. So everything is off, and I think majority of these things will not go back on the car. Majority of things, not all. The way I look at it is that this car was involved in an accident and was never repaired properly. But now, as we got the front exposed, we can remove all the rust and try to restore it to its original form. Right now, we're going to clean the engine bay because we want to fit the gearbox in. The engine bay is not complete yet. I'm still going to clean it up a little bit more because on the steering rack I did not touch it at all. I know I got overspray on majority of things here. It seems I got overspray over here, but this, it won't be a problem because I bought a new one. The steering rack still needs to be cleaned, and there at the bottom still needs to be cleaned. I just painted at the top so that it could be much cleaner and look a little bit better. The focus now is on the gearbox. I want to do something on the gearbox, so let's get the gearbox and start with it. Here is the gearbox. What I'm planning to do is clean it up, and after cleaning it, I'm going to fit it in the car. So right now, let's focus on cleaning this thing. And I know that I did not clean it like properly. What I do know is that it is impossible to make it look brand new. Right now we are going to fit the new clutch cylinder, because this brake cylinder, it is leaking from under here, and we don't have the clutch cylinder at all. Here we got two boxes. The top one is for the clutch cylinder and the bottom one is for the brake cylinder. Let's fit them on the car. Let's start with the clutch cylinder since it is not here. clutch cylinder, it is in, and in order to get this in, you must remove the brake booster first. So because as you see from here, it is impossible to get it in without removing this. So I removed that just a little bit, then I push it on the side, then I installed the new cylinder. So now it's time to install the brake cylinder. Both cylinders are on. The brake cylinder and the clutch cylinders are completely on. Before we fit the gearbox into the car, we first need to install the release bearing. This is the release bearing, and this is the fork that is going to be used to push the release bearing. So let's install it. So here it is, easy to install. So now let's install it on the gearbox. It is in, so when I'll be pushing the clutch over here, it'll be pushing the bearing like that. So that is installed. The only thing that's left is the boot. So now let's install that into the car. We are one step ahead. At least we are moving. Now the only thing that is left is the engine block to be in, which I'll do it on the next video. If you haven't seen the previous video, please make sure that you go there and check the video out. On the previous video, I installed Runex wheels, which I haven't sold. I still have them. I decided to buy these ones so that I will lower the cost. And now we're going to the money chart and see how much we spend on this since I bought it. If you don't know how much I spent on this car and how much I bought this car, I'm about to show you, even though I think I mentioned it, but I'm going to show you how much I spent on this car and all the parts that we installed today. I bought this 13-inch rims for 2,500. The shock mount was 250 rand from someone on Facebook. And lastly, the two cylinders, which cost me 600 rand in total, both of them. These are just the minor stuff, but I'm still going to count them. The spray paint can, I bought two for 200. The cleaning product for 200, also bought two of them. The car itself cost me 6,500 rand. The total cost, including the car, the parts and everything all together, the total is 10,250 rand. If you have liked the video so far and you haven't subscribed, please hit the subscribe button, hit that like button, and I guess I'll see you on the next one. Peace.